Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raw Zone as we are live and lively out here in New Mexico City. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are as we were promised the World's Heavyweight Champion. And he is here with a live microphone in hand as we will be finally hearing after the actions last week caught on display by Finn Balor after what Finn Balor did to Will Ospreay. You know, we thought one attack was enough, but it wasn't enough for Finn Balor. Balor just had to continue throwing his momentum over and over and over again at Will Ospreay, and that was the outcome that we got last week. And Will Ospreay, ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, we have not heard anything from him. We're still waiting to hear from him. We do know that he's still okay. He's going to be at Mania. Contract signed, sealed, and delivered, but I mean, come on, how much can you diminish somebody going into a pay-per-view? You know, this is what I was worried about with that 2-month gap for pay-per-view. It just seems like a longer time, more time for the Judgment Day to inflict more pain on their opponents going into pay-per-views. And speaking of pay-per-views, ladies and gentlemen, the show of shows known as Wrestlemania is coming your way March 17th. Mark your calendars because the World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line inside the season finale event as Will Ospreay will be taking on Finn Balor, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to remind you guys that Finn Balor, you know, he's not just, Will Ospreay isn't just getting this opportunity. He earned the opportunity by winning the No Way Out, by beating 5 of Raw's best superstars, being completely caught off guard. You know, he did a good job not only by winning, but by carrying himself the way he's done, but Balor just doesn't want to respect him. Everybody wants to sit here and chant, Ospreay, Ospreay. That's no more. I sat here a couple of months ago, or almost a month ago, when me and Damian Priest went out on Mayhem, and you know, we thought we sat down the aerial assassin. We thought we put him in his place, but the truth is, Will Ospreay is so determined to take this championship from me at WrestleMania. Nothing will stop him. Not what happened last week, not what's gonna happen in the future before WrestleMania, not what happens at WrestleMania. Will Ospreay is determined to walk into that match. And over on Mayhem, you said something that I went back and watched because I was over on the show, and I heard that you were there. I heard they gave you an empty arena, and they mic'd it all up, and they let Will Ospreay speak his story. They let Will Ospreay tell the entire world how he's feeling going into WrestleMania. And Will Ospreay has the nerve to test me, has the nerve to sit here and try to call me out as a guy who's looking at WrestleMania like another night. I've earned that, Will Ospreay. When you've been champion for how long I've been champion, when you've worked as hard as I've worked, when you sit on top of the throne for as long as I sit on top of the throne, well, after a while, the crowd of challengers starts to get real small, Ospreay. And I don't think you're understanding. You are the last person who can possibly challenge me for this title. I have beaten every single body, and any body that I have even thought that would pose a threat, I have taken them out permanently. You've seen what happened to Drew McIntyre at No Way Out. You've seen what happened to Bryan Danielson at No Mercy. You've seen what happened to Chris Jericho at Clash of Champions. Every time that I step into the ring, I create bangers. I create moments in time for this company to sell and make a lot of money. A lot of money from me. But you know what? I'm done. I'm done doing that. I'm done bending over and giving. So yeah, I decided that I was going into WrestleMania with a night off. I decided that I was going to take that grand stage and I was going to do what I had to do. And maybe go buy some groceries. I don't know. Do something outside of the wrestling ring because I have put everything into this. But you want to question that. Over on Mayhem, if you didn't hear what Will Ospreay said, I'll be the one to enlighten you. Will Ospreay simply said that he doesn't want this Finn Balor, this Judgment Day Finn Balor, the Finn Balor who sits on top of the throne. And, you know, remind you, I've earned that right, but Will Ospreay feels like even though he just got here in the WWE, he should not only get the best Mania match in the main event with all the spotlights, but he wants the best Finn Balor? Well, then you know what, kid? You got him. You want the best Finn Balor? You want the Demon? Well, guess what? I have no problem proving my point as I have been over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania with the Demon. I'm going to stand over your lifeless body as I raise this championship above my head, as I've been doing over the last several months here in Universe Mode. And I will go into a new season, a new chapter of Judgment Day that the world is not ready for. Because trust me and trust me alone, when I said that the era of Judgment Day started June 2nd, I was lying. Because after WrestleMania, the true Judgment Day begins, Doomsday begins, and every single superstar that I have beaten for this championship in the past is going to have to come to terms with that, and they will all be eradicated from this roster in a whole. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor says that he will be bringing the Demon to WrestleMania. I mean, I'm not believing it until we see it, ladies and gentlemen, but as Finn Balor, JD McDonough and Damian Priest stand here united as one, you can only think that what happened to Dominic Mysterio a little while ago was playing on their mind, if they even seen what happened. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the matchup confirmed for Mania. Will Ospreay, Finn Balor. I guess we gotta change it because the Demon is coming to WrestleMania.